You're watching SLU-TV, Channel 22. Now, Brent Carney, Courtney Brown, Health Reporter John Castelli, Chief Meteorologist Cole Creighton, and Sports Director Leighton Buren. This is SLU News 22.
I'm Courtney Brown.
And I'm Brent Carney. Tonight, find out what a local student organization is doing to help refugees in the city, and we'll give you the lowdown on the posters you've seen dotted around campus this week. But first, our top story. Tragedy struck St. Louis University late last week when SLU math professor James Dowdy died suddenly. Dr. Dowdy has been a professor at SLU for 12 years after spending the first 25 years at West Virginia University. Dr. Dowdy was 72 years old. A memorial mass will be held at St. Francis Xavier College Church on Sunday, October 15th at 2 p.m.
In lieu of Ramadan, the Muslim Student Association is reaching out to help local refugees in need. We'll take you now to Kathy Kelly, who has the story.
Ramadan is the 9th month in the Islamic calendar in which Muslims give up eating, drinking, sexual intercourse, and smoking. The most prominent event of this month is fasting. Fasting for Ramadan is a symbol of purity, and its purpose is to cleanse the inner soul. This year for Ramadan, the Muslim Student Association is sponsoring Fast-a-Thon. For this event, the MSA has been enlisting students to join them in fasting for a day. For every non-Muslim student they get to sign up for Fast-a-Thon, a local business will donate $1 to a charity.
We're just trying to get as many people as we can. Every year we try to increase. Last year we had about 350 people sign up, and we had about 300 at the dinner, and so we're trying to increase, and we raised $1,600 last year, and we're trying to improve our goal every year.
Fast-a-Thon will be held Wednesday, October 18th, and as an incentive for students to sign up, the MSA will provide dinner to all participants after the day's fast is over. If you would like to sign up for Fast-a-Thon or want more information about the Muslim Student Association, stop by the Cross Cultural Center or check out the Fast-a-Thon booth in the BSC. For SLU News 22, I'm Kathy Kelly.
Thanks, Kathy. Student Life, an active organization on campus, has declared the week of October 9th through the 13th as Respect for Life Week. Their goal was to advocate saving lives while opposing abortion. We have more of Student Life's efforts from reporter Cherie Brown.
Student Life's motto of respecting life was a garden of crosses near DeBerg Hall. One cross represents 3,500 abortions that occur daily in the United States. Collectively, the crosses make a statement, save life. This was just one of many activities these members had this week. They began the week with a Respect Life Mass, then Archbishop Burke spoke on the sanctity of life. Next, they welcomed Dr. Onder, president of Missourians Against Human Cloning, and ended the week with handing out lifesavers in the quad to once again save life. I'm Cherie Brown, SLU News 22.
Thanks, Cherie. You know, baseball in October is always a good thing. After all, if your team's still playing this late in the year, it means they've had a great season. The tough part for fans is that it can get a little bit chilly.
That's right. We're going to take you now to Ashley Colgent, who has our Cardinals weekend forecast.
Well, it is fall, and we are seeing cooler temperatures in the fall, and the Cardinals are in New York, and today they had rain in the morning, but it moved out to have a very nice, fair day. And they had a high of 72, and right now they're playing in the mid-40s. For Friday, they have a 3 p.m. game, and it looks like it's going to be a nice, clear day with a high of 53, just a little bit chilly. For tonight, right now, we are in the 40s, and we are cooling down. Our low for tonight will be 32, and you can see that that cold Arctic air is dipping way down all the way almost to Arkansas. And for tonight, we will have a low of 32, clear skies, but we will have a freeze advisory. So if you have any plants that need to be taken inside, you should take them in tonight. We might be seeing our first frost. And later on, I will bring you your 5-day forecast.
Thanks, Ashley. Upgrades to the Gateway computer system will help students and teachers, ITS says. The system, which will be getting a facelift starting in a week, will improve email use and use with Banner. Now, those of you running to Gmail recently can relax because it should make a more efficient SLU email system. Unfortunately, Banner will be shut down for this weekend, starting Sunday night until early Monday morning. So for those of you who spend your weekends cruising Banner, you're going to have to find something new to do.
This semester, students have been asked to pay $50 additional for improvements that will be taking place in the Simon Rec Center. Although these improvements won't be underway until next semester, we have for you what students have to say about them right now after our break.
But first, health reporter John Castelli.
You use them to keep you up and keep you motivated, but are they hurting your body? I'll have the story coming up. Stay with us. SLU News 22 is just getting started.
Thanks for hanging around. In a minute, find out SLU students' reactions to the new rec center fee.
But first, health reporter John Castelli is here to tell us whether Red Bull really does give you wings or not. John, what's the buzz?
Well, Brent and Courtney, a college student's lifestyle is full of busy days, late nights, and plenty of studying. So it's no wonder why so many students are turning to energy drinks to stay on top of things. Most of the boost you get after drinking these products comes as a result of their high sugar and caffeine content. There are also several herbs which have both varying and unknown long-term effects.
You actually don't know the true quantity of the herbs in the drink, but most of the drinks contain such small amount or trace amount of these herbs that they really don't have any ergogenic or beneficial effects.
This makes trying to determine the actual amount of caffeine in a drink very difficult, since several herbs include natural sources of the stimulant. The typical large cup of coffee has 7 to 16 milligrams of caffeine per fluid ounce, Coca-Cola about 3, and tea has about 6. Energy drinks have anywhere from about 3 to 11 milligrams of caffeine per fluid ounce. How much caffeine it is safe for someone to consume on a regular basis is individual, but the general rule is moderation.
I think that it's very easy to say just to not to do these things and to get adequate sleep and to get your nutrition and your hydration, but we all know that that's not necessarily a reality in the life of a college student. So there's going to be times where we're going to need that extra boost, and that extra boost can be okay to get from a cup of coffee or a Diet Coke or one of these drinks.
But you should never mix energy drinks with alcohol. The combination of a stimulant and a depressant makes the body unaware of how intoxicated it really is. You should also be consistent with your caffeine intake, as caffeine is an addictive drug which can cause many uncomfortable side effects.
Some people are more caffeine sensitive because what caffeine does is stimulate the central nervous system. So we're increasing the heartbeat, we might be increasing blood pressure, and some people might not be able to take that.
That's why energy drinks are not recommended for children or people with heart problems. Athletes should also be careful, as caffeine dehydrates the body. Significant nutritional problems that can occur from their use include bone loss when they are consumed instead of milk, the intake of extra sodium, and the addition of unneeded calories to your diet.
So the more energy, quote, it has, in addition, the more calories that drink has. And those calories usually come from a form of sugar or carbohydrate.
If you consume energy drinks on a regular basis, evaluate why you are using them and try to supplement your need for caffeine with your need for adequate sleep and good nutrition. In other health news tonight, a study from the University of Sydney in Australia suggests decreasing your intake of foods which rank high on the glycemic index while maintaining a high carbohydrate or high protein diet can increase weight loss. The glycemic index assigns numbers to foods based on how quickly their carbohydrates affect blood sugar. Physicians generally do not recommend high protein diets, however, as they are often also high in saturated fats. And that's health for this week. Reporting in studio, I'm John Castelli, SLU News 22. Brett and Courtney.
Thanks a lot, John.
Now, we're taking it to the streets of SLU to find out what your fellow students have to say about the $50 rec center fee.
How do I feel about being charged $50 even though they haven't started upgrades? I think it's kind of a bull, just because they haven't seen any improvements yet. You're still waiting in line for weight machines, and everything else is just really crowded. I mean, they shouldn't start charging us until they actually start doing something.
Well, it's the first I've heard of it, but I don't really like that because they charge me enough stuff that I don't see the benefits of anyway, so that just adds to the list.
It's kind of frustrating because I feel like there are a lot of changes that need to be made, and I don't see anything happening with it, especially considering they're already taking money from us, then nothing's happening.
Yeah, I think that the fact that they're charging us $50 and haven't even done anything, as you can see, I think it's a bunch of...
I won't get to use it because I'm a senior this year, so by the time I'm gone, I don't know if it'll even be started by then or not. But on the same hand, I get to use things that I didn't pay for, the students before me paid for, so.
I'm a commuter here, so a lot of commuters I know don't even use the rec center. If I did use the rec center, I'd think charge $50 maybe if we come into the rec center.
After the break, meteorologist Ashley Colgin will be here to help us fall into the weekend weather report.
And we'll also be filling you in on a fun and educational event taking place right here on campus. So don't go away.